From a distance, Saturn is the most beautiful object in the entire solar system, a pale golden world, wrapped in a halo of shining rings. It looks calm, it looks peaceful, it looks like heaven. It is lying to you. Because behind that serene golden face hides a world so violent, so utterly hostile, that it would tear a human being apart in a matter of seconds. And here is the strangest part. The closer you look, the worse it gets. Every layer of beauty is a mask over something that should terrify you. So let's do something no one should survive. Let's pull back the rings and lift the veil on the real Saturn, a place of screaming winds, of endless falling, of a storm shaped like something that should not exist in nature. Descend with me. We begin with the rings, the most famous feature in the sky. From far away, they look solid, smooth, like a single golden disc you could walk across. But that is the first illusion. Those rings are not solid at all. They are made of countless billions of chunks of ice and rock, some as small as a grain of dust, some as large as a house or a mountain, all racing around the planet at different speeds, forever colliding, forever grinding. The rings stretch nearly 280,000 kilometers wide, yet in most places they are only about 10 meters thick. A structure wider than the distance to our moon, thinner than a building. It is not a paradise. It is a graveyard of shattered ice, endlessly falling around a giant. Now let's leave the rings behind and descend toward the planet itself. And here you meet the first true horror. Because when you reach Saturn, there is nothing to land on. Saturn is a gas giant. It has no solid ground, no coastline, no surface to stand on anywhere. If you fell toward it, you would simply keep falling. Through cloud, through haze, through thickening layers of gas, with no bottom in sight. There is no floor beneath Saturn. There is only deeper and darker and worse. As you fall, the air begins to move, and it does not move gently. Saturn's winds are among the fastest in the entire solar system, howling at speeds of up to 1,800 kilometers per hour. That is more than 5 times stronger than the most powerful hurricane ever recorded on Earth. And unlike a hurricane, these winds never stop, and they have no edge. There is nowhere to escape them. You would be caught in a river of screaming air that circles an entire world without end. And then you reach the top of the planet, and you see it. The thing that unsettles scientists most of all. At Saturn's North Pole, there is a storm, but it is not shaped like a storm should be. It is a perfect 6-sided hexagon, a shape with straight edges and sharp corners, spanning wider than the entire Earth. A hexagon large enough to swallow 4 planets like ours, spinning at the top of a gas giant, holding its shape for decades. Nature does not usually build straight lines, and yet here, on a world of chaos, sits a giant geometric eye, staring out into space. We understand roughly how it forms, but standing before it, understanding does not make it any less disturbing. Let's keep descending, deeper into Saturn, into the dark. And now the planet begins to crush you. With every kilometer you fall, the pressure climbs. The gas around you grows thicker, heavier, until it stops behaving like air at all. The light of the distant sun fades away completely. The temperature swings wildly. The hydrogen that makes up most of this world is being squeezed so hard that it slowly turns from a gas into a strange, hot liquid. You are no longer falling through sky. You are sinking into an ocean that has no shore, and no surface, and no end. And somewhere in that crushing darkness, something beautiful and impossible begins to happen. It starts to rain diamonds. This is not a fantasy. Deep inside Saturn, powerful lightning storms tear apart the methane in the atmosphere, releasing pure carbon as clouds of dark soot. As that carbon drifts downward into the deepening pressure, it is squeezed and hardened, first into graphite, and then, deeper still, into solid diamond. Scientists believe that far below the clouds, it may literally rain diamonds, glittering stones falling through a black, crushing sky, toward a place no light has ever touched. The most beautiful rain in the solar system, falling in the most lethal place imaginable. Go deeper. and the world stops making sense at all. The pressure grows so extreme that the liquid hydrogen changes again, this time into something that behaves like a molten metal, conducting electricity, swirling in vast currents. It is this ocean of metallic hydrogen that generates Saturn's enormous magnetic field, wrapping the planet in invisible force. And at the very heart of it all lies a dense core, where temperatures may climb to over 11,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the sun itself. You would never reach it. You would be crushed and cooked and dissolved long before the center ever came into view. And here is the thing to remember about Saturn. Every single one of these horrors hides beneath that calm, golden, peaceful face. The screaming winds, the bottomless fall, the geometric storm, the diamond rain, the molten metal sea, all of it veiled behind beauty. Even its family of moons hides secrets. Beneath the frozen shell of the little moon Enceladus lies a global ocean of liquid water, firing icy geysers into space. And on the giant moon Titan, it rains, not water, but liquid methane, filling rivers and seas beneath an orange sky. Saturn does not just hide one strange world, it hides many. We often call Saturn the jewel of the solar system, and it is. But a jewel is a hard, cold, brilliant thing. Beautiful precisely because it would never care whether you lived or died. Saturn wears the most gorgeous mask in the sky, and behind it waits a world that could end you a dozen different ways before you ever understood what was happening. Maybe that is the real lesson written across the face of Saturn, that in this universe, beauty and danger are so often the same thing, wearing the same veil. And the more breathtaking something appears from a distance, the more carefully you should wonder what it is hiding. Some veils the universe lifts slowly. Saturn has only just begun to show us what lies behind its own. If you want to keep lifting these veils with us, stay a little longer, because next we leave the rings behind and travel to a place even stranger, a moon where it rains fuel from an orange sky, and where the ingredients for life may be waiting in the cold. Until then, keep looking up. The dark still has so much left to tell.